Hey, I'm going to review how to take screenshots and where to find them on your computer. So the first type of screenshot I like to take is the selection of the screen. And that means if I wanted to just take like one bit, so for example, if I wanted to take just this key here. So what I would do is I would click on the Windows button on my keyboard, which is to the left of the space bar, the Shift key, and then I would tap the S. So these two keys I hold down. I just press the Windows key and I keep it pressed. Then I press the Shift key and keep that pressed. And then I just tap the S once. And you see how my screen turned gray and I got this nice menu up here at the top? Now, the default is this one right here, which is the hash mark. And so you can see that nice plus sign there. And if I clicked and I dragged across this key, it would just take a screenshot of that key. This one right here is the freeform snip, so I can sort of like draw willy-nilly around the screen what I want to select. This one takes just a picture of the window, so you can see I have this one window open, so it would take a picture of just this. This button would take the full screen, so there's some things that you're not seeing that are sort of off the side of the screen, and that would take with the full screen one, and then I could close the window. So I'm going to do what I usually do, which is just this one right here. I'm going to click around, click to the left of that button, and I hold and I drag until I get it just where I want it to be, and then I let go. And it gives me this window here, so it tells me it saved it to the clipboard, but I can also click here, and it will bring up this so I can sort of mark it up, so I can, color on it if I'm like wanted to say like, yes, this is the button, so I can pick a color that I want, and I can just draw it right on my image that I just took if I wanted to do that, which I don't, so I'm going to hit X. The other thing that I can do, because it's in the clipboard, I can do docs.new to open a brand new Google Doc, or I could do slides.new, open a brand new Google Slides, and then I can do Control V to paste, and it pasted what I just did. So it pasted with the markup because I had marked it up. But whatever was on the clipboard, it's just going to paste for me. So that's what you do. If I didn't do that markup, then it wouldn't do that. Okay, so now the next thing. If I press the Windows button again, plus the print screen button again, so it's a different set of buttons. Watch what's going to happen when I do Control Print Screen. Do you see it just flashed? And what that did is it saved the image of the entire screen, and it saved it to my pictures, which I need to go into my folder. So at the bottom of your screen is this taskbar, and there's different icons, and you can pin different icons to your bar. And so, but this one's automatically there by default. And so if I clicked on that, it would bring up a window. And this is what the window looks like. It's the File Explorer window because that shows all of the files on my computer. And on the left-hand column, there is the Quick Access. And that's a way where you can just single click. So you can see I could do pictures here, like sort of in this major folder button, but I'd have to double click there. This one's just a single click, which I like. The other thing I want you to notice is that I'm in Icon Viewer, and so that means I get to see all of my files as icons and not just words. If I wanted to list them as words, and sometimes I do, like sometimes I sort by date, that would be the other button. And then I'm going to look into the screenshots folder. So let's take a peek. I'm going to click on that folder icon, and I'm going to click on the pictures, quick access on the left-hand side, and then I'm going to click on screenshots. Now you see I just clicked once and it didn't work because I need to double click. So it needs to be a quick click, click. If you are selecting something, if you click once, you can also hit the enter button. So here's my screenshot that I just took. And actually it was this one because it's not named. This is the one that I just took. So that was that particular screenshot. And from here, I can draw on it. I can do some effects. So there's different things that you can do. You can adjust your pictures, but I usually just take them like this, and then I add words and things on inside Google Slides or inside Google Docs. But whatever you'd like to do, but that's how you can take screenshots, which is very helpful to know how to do. So the final option for screenshots is the Snip and Sketch tool. So what you do here is I searched for Snip and Sketch, and then I suggest pinning it to the taskbar if this is a tool that you'll like. So you'll sort of see what you find preferable. So if I type Snip at the bottom, what comes up is the Snip and Sketch app, and then there's another app called the Snipping Tool. You might be familiar with that. That's going away. So that's sort of a legacy. And if you use it, it'll say, hey, it's going away. So I want us to practice with Snip and Sketch since that's staying. So if you can open this, or you can click on this down arrow to pin it to your taskbar. So I'm going to pin it there first, and then I'm going to open it. So now I have that in my taskbar. Now it tells us right here that we can use that Windows key plus Shift plus S, which we already learned about. So obviously, or maybe not obviously, but that keystrokes that we used before opens the Snip and Sketch automatically. But from here, another option that I like are these delays. And so the way I use the delays is often I take pictures of menus, and so I use the delays for that. You could see in my slideshow all of those different images that I have over here. Whoops, let me go back one. So this menu that I had, I used a time snip for that one. This toolbar down here, I just used the first option of those keystrokes. So you can get a lot of nice pictures into your slideshows if you use this. Okay, so I'm going to click on again, and I'm going to show you just if you do the snip in the few seconds. So if I clicked on that, I wanted to show a menu. If I do File, New, oh, I didn't, so the 3 seconds was a little bit too short for me, so I'm kind of slow. But let's say I just wanted to show what the file menu looked like. So then I could go down like this, and I could highlight this to show people what that menu looked like. And then I usually just copy from here, but you can save the image too. So if I did this, you could do Control S, or you can hit the Save button. And then I could say where I'm saving it to and what I'm calling it. So then I could put it in maybe I want to put it in my saved pictures, and maybe I want to call this file menu. Because again, we want to make sure we name things good names. Okay, and so now I have that. And so then if I was in my Google Docs and I wanted to insert a picture, so I could go to my insert menu, and if I wanted to insert an image and I wanted to upload it from my computer, then I could go right to my pictures, and I have my saved pictures, and then I have my file menu. So that's a way. I could also click and drag it up too. So that's a way that I can get things in here, and then I can start adding images on there. So I hope that this helps, and you can click through. Let's make sure we have nothing more. So those are the delayed shots. It is saved to the clipboard, so we can do the Control V, but I showed you how you could save it as well by clicking on that save icon, and that will save it. So good luck taking your screenshots.